Fireworks, parades, concerts, hot dogs. That's my favorite part.
Love it.
All part of the 4th of July, but Independence Day is also about our American heritage. And so we've got some surprising things that maybe you didn't know about the 4th of July. Here now to give us the fun facts is author of the book, Stories of Faith and Courage from the Revolutionary War, Jane Hampton Cook. Battlefields and blessings. I've been enjoying this, Jane, because what I love about this book, 365 chapters, they're all fairly short, and I can read it on the train, a chapter or two a day. It's great. Let me run through some of this. Question number 1. Why did John Adams choose a relatively new guy to author the Declaration of Independence? I mean, Jefferson was the new guy in town.
That's right. Thomas Jefferson had never before been to the Continental Congress, and they knew each other very well. So it's surprising that they chose Thomas Jefferson, but John Adams chose Jefferson because he was a gifted writer. He had a firm grasp of the issues, and so Adams knew that Jefferson was going to do a marvelous job authoring the Declaration of Independence.
Indeed, he did. Legendary. All right. Let me get to another question. Ben Franklin, known for his intelligence and his wit, also a ladies' man, he was yucking it up with Thomas Jefferson during the debate. Why?
Well, Thomas Jefferson reflected that Ben Franklin told him some funny stories and jokes during the most heated parts of the debate over the Declaration of Independence. I think Franklin saw that Jefferson needed a little calming, and he knew how to use humor to its best.
Yeah, he surely did. Was King George III a terrorist?
Yes, he was. There are 25 bullet points of tyranny in the Declaration of Independence, and among them are things like kidnapping Americans on the high seas, hiring foreigners, mercenaries to come over and fight against his own people. So yes, in many ways, he was a terrorist.
Talk to us about the very first fireworks that occurred in New York.
They were so excited in Manhattan when George Washington had the Declaration read out loud to his troops that they ran over to the statue of King George III, pulled it down, broke it into pieces, and melted it into 42,000 musket balls. So a little sparks and enthusiasm that day.
Yeah, a lot of people don't appreciate it, but the Declaration of Independence was not truly unanimous? Truly unanimous?
Not technically. They gave each state a vote, which allowed delegates that didn't support it to vote their choice. So Delaware had 2 voting for it and 1 against. So that's how they got the unanimous declaration, was just by giving each state 1 vote.
What new word did the Declaration of Independence give us?
The word states. They traded colonies for states. In fact, one founding father found himself scratching out the word colonies and using the word states instead.
I mean, I never knew that. I assumed that had predated the Declaration by a great many years, but I guess it didn't. How did poor manners keep the war going?
Well, the British responded to the Declaration by sending George Washington a deal. But he noticed there was something fishy about this letter. They had addressed him as an ordinary citizen, not as a general of a legitimate army of an independent power. So their poor manners was a signal to Washington that they really weren't ready to give us independence.
This is great stuff. I love this. I love history. And, you can get all of it in this terrific book. This is your book, Battlefields and Blessings, Story of Faith and Courage from the Revolutionary War. Right here. See it? Right there.
That would make a great present this weekend if you know somebody with a birthday.
Great summer reading.
It is, including why Ben Franklin would have been a great blogger had they only had the internet back then.